All right, today we're diving into something, well, it's pretty radical. The idea of completely rebuilding your life from the ground up. And what if I told you the secret blueprint involves just disappearing for 1 month?
I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. Have you ever just felt so buried? By all the noise, the demands, the constant notifications, and just wished you could hit a giant reset button? Just vanish for a little while and come back as a completely new person. Well, that's the exact idea we're going to break down today. So, let's be clear. What does this disappearance actually mean? This isn't about running away from your problems. No way. It's the opposite. It's about running towards a solution in the most intense, focused way you can possibly imagine.
Okay, look at the keywords here. High intensity, complete isolation. This is not some gentle, relaxing retreat, okay? It's a full-on deep dive into yourself. The entire point is to just systematically tear down everything that isn't working in your life so you can rebuild something that actually does. And that isolation, man, that's the secret sauce. It's designed to shatter all those subconscious patterns that are keeping you stuck in the first place.
And this is absolutely crucial to understand. The mindset you need for this, it's do or die. It's all or nothing. This requires a level of seriousness that is, let's be honest, pretty extreme. It's you drawing a line in the sand and declaring, the way things are right now, it's not acceptable anymore, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to change it.
So you might be wondering, why would anyone do something so drastic? Well, it usually starts with that nagging feeling, right? That feeling that something is just fundamentally off. Let's dig into the symptoms.
Take a look at this list. Does any of it hit home? That endless distraction, the constant pings from your phone, that feeling of being busy all day but not actually productive? Or maybe it's that sense of just drifting. Adrift with no clear direction. You feel drained all the time, just running on fumes, and you don't even really know why you're doing any of it anymore. That's the exact state of quiet desperation this whole blueprint is designed to smash.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? A life lived by default is not a life lived at all. Think about it. When you're just reacting all day to emails, to notifications, to what other people want, you're not actually designing your life. You're just living with the factory default settings. This 30-day plan, it's about seizing control and writing your own code. Okay, so we get the why. We understand the problem. Now let's get to the good part, the how. The whole process is broken down into this really clear, actionable blueprint. And it's framed just like a construction project for your life. And the logic here is just, it's perfect. It's solid like a well-built house. I mean, you can't build something new and amazing on a shaky, crumbling structure, right? So first you have to do the demolition, clear out all the junk. Then you lay a rock-solid foundation with new habits. After that, you build the framing, which is your vision for the future. And finally, the finishing touches. That's your detailed action plan. Let's break down exactly what each of these phases looks like. So, phase 1, demolition. This is the great purge, and I mean ruthless. We're talking social media, the news cycle, toxic relationships, bad habits. If it drains your energy and your focus, it gets cut, period. This isn't about just getting rid of a few annoyances. It's about creating a total vacuum, a mental and emotional clean slate. You cut out all that external noise, and you force your brain to stop reacting and finally start listening to itself again.
Now, once you've got that clean slate, you don't just leave it empty. You immediately start filling that space with powerful, positive stuff. And this isn't random. You deliberately install what are called keystone habits, things like a rock-solid sleep schedule, daily exercise, meditation, clean eating. These are the big ones, the routines that create this huge positive ripple effect through your whole life. They build a physical and mental platform that's going to support everything else you build on top of it.
Okay, so now you've got this clear mind, this energized body from your new foundation. Now you can actually think strategically. Phase 3, framing, is all about that deep, uninterrupted work. This is where you finally have the space to ask those huge, tough questions. What do I really want out of my health, my career, my relationships? You get to define your life's mission with a kind of clarity that is just, it's impossible when you're stuck in the chaos of daily life.
And finally, phase 4, finishing. This is where it all comes together. 'Cause look, a vision without a plan, that's just a daydream. This last phase is all about taking that crystal clear vision you just built and making it real. You literally reverse engineer your biggest goals into a detailed, practical, step-by-step action plan for the next 90 days, the next 6 months, the next year.
You walk out of these 30 days not just feeling inspired, but armed with the exact next steps you need to take.
So, after all that intense work, what's the payoff? I mean, what does life actually look like on the other side of this whole reconstruction?
I mean, just look at this contrast. This is the transformation we're talking about. You go from being reactive to proactive, from feeling constantly drained to feeling energized. And maybe most important of all, you go from being unclear to being absolutely purposeful. That's the goal.
All right, so after hearing all of that, the big question is this for you? Because let's be real, it's an intense, super demanding process. It is definitely not for everyone.
In the end, it all boils down to this one number: 30. 30 days. That's it. It's not a lifetime, but it is just long enough to create absolutely monumental change if you have the discipline. Think about that trade-off. One single month of extreme focus in exchange for a lifetime of clarity and direction.
So, as we wrap this up, the real question isn't whether or not this blueprint works. The question is for you. Have you reached that point? That point where the pain of staying exactly where you are is finally greater than the pain it will take to change. Your 30-day blueprint starts the moment you decide it does. The only question left is, are you ready?